system is here. In this case, the external power source is not required, which was an essential component in battery ignition system. What was the battery source in battery ignition system? Battery is the power source, whereas in magneto ignition system, this system don't require any external power source. The magneto, this is the component, this is a self generator, this produces the self power which is sufficient for the ignition system. As far as this magneto, otherwise, other than this, the working principle of this magneto ignition system and the working principle of battery ignition system, both are similar, except in magneto ignition system, battery is absent. Okay, as far as this magneto ignition system is concerned, here we have a magnet. Okay, when the magnet, it is a rotating magnet. Once when the magnet starts rotating, the magnetic field changes. Once when the magneto starts rotating, the magnetic field changes through the soft iron core, which I'm going to show the diagram. This continuous change in the magnetic field induces a varying voltage in both primary and secondary windings of the magneto ignition system, and here it produces an alternating current. The timing of cam, which here also cam is there, and the previous system also we found the cam was connected to the breaker point as well as the rotor here. But in this case, because of the absence of battery, the timing of cam is directly connected to the magneto. The timing of the cam, which is directly connected to the magnet, is set in such a way that once when the current in the primary winding reaches a maximum value, the breaker point opens. Okay, this is the difference between as far as the magneto ignition system and battery ignition system is concerned. Now we can see the different components used in magneto ignition system and its functions. You can see the figure. First you see 2 minutes, you have a glance figure. Then I will explain what are the components are present in the system, and I'm going to explain how this system works. This is the simple diagram. One more diagram is there, you can see. This is also the same diagram, but this is still I have taken from the internet source. I think this will be easier for you to understand. Just have a glance for 2 minutes, then I will explain what are the different components and how the magneto ignition system works, and its working principle also I am going to explain. See, here you can see, as I said, this magneto ignition system, it is a unique kind of ignition system which has its own source in the form of magneto as a source of energy. Okay, you see the figure. Then I will explain what are the components involved in this and how these components will function. Once after explaining the components involved in this system, I am going to explain how this magneto ignition system works. The system in the form of line diagram, it is there on the screen, and just 1 or 2 minutes if we want to draw already I have circulated the complete text of this, whatever I am going to explain. Okay, so you can see here at the bottom, this complete it is called the magneto, which you can see all the north and south directions you can see. Okay, the magneto is coupled to this coil also. Okay, and here you can see the contact breaker. You can see this is also another important component, and you can see parallel to the contact breaker, condenser is there. Condenser also can be called as capacitor. Okay, and condenser, it is grounded, and you can see right to this magneto, the ignition switch you can see. Are you seeing ignition switch? You can see the ignition switch also, it is grounded. The ignition switch, as it is explained in the previous battery ignition system, the function of this ignition system is same as it was in case of previous system. This ignition system, the ignition switch, is controlled by the driver for switching on the engine or switching off the engine. Okay, this is how. And you can see the distributor, the complete distributor you can see. Okay, and at the center of the distributor you can see a rotating element called rotor. You can see rotor, and this distributor, it is connected to different spark plugs. Distributor is connected to different spark plugs. Distributor is connected to different spark plugs, and you can see the distributor, and at the center of the distributor you can see the rotating element, a small circle you can see, this is called rotor. Okay, and this distributor, it is connected to different spark plugs. You can see spark plugs. This is the simple line diagram of this, as far as this magneto-ignition system is concerned. The major components which I said, magneto is one of the important component. Distributor, which is placed parallel to the breaker point or contact breaker. This distributor, you can see the distributor to the last a circle. And capacitor, you can see condenser or capacitor, both are same. Ignition switch, you can see, which is parallel to the magneto. Okay, ignition switch and condenser, ignition switch and this what is this contact breaker and the condenser, ignition switch and the condenser, these are grounded. These are grounded, and you can see the transformer core, and you can see the cam. You can see the cam. You can see the cam. This from rotor or one, what is this yellow line is coming, it is connected to the core coil of the core. So this is cam. Okay, and you can see the spark plug, and you can see the spark plug. Okay, as far as this magneto, first I will explain how the magneto works. As far as this magneto is concerned, it is a source, it is a self generator in the magneto ignition system, and this magneto will generate the required electricity which is required for the complete operation of the ignition system. Okay, and this is the difference between the battery ignition system and magneto. In battery ignition system, it was a separate component, battery, and it used to supply the power. But here magneto is there. This it is a self electricity generator. It generates the required electricity which is sufficient enough to run the complete ignition system and to occur the better ignition. Okay, when the magneto is rotated, okay, see, for operation of this magneto, we don't require any additional energy. Some portion of the energy of the engine is taken for operation of this magneto. Okay, when the magneto is rotated, once when the magneto starts rotating, this magneto starts rotating by the engine. Okay, by the engine, it produces voltage. Once when the engine starts, magneto starts rotating. and magneto starts producing current. Current is nothing but voltage. The higher the rotation of the magnet, the higher the rotation of the magnet, the greater the amount of voltage is produced by the magnet. Okay. Once when the magnet starts rotating by the engine, the current starts producing. Current is nothing but voltage. As the magneto starts rotating at higher speed, then it produces more current, more voltage. It produces more current, more voltage. Okay. And again, I will repeat, in general, three types of magneto are used. Three types of magneto are used. One is armature rotating type. You please note down if you have pen and pencil. Three different types of magneto are used in magneto-ignition system. Some systems will use armature rotating type magneto, and some will use magnet rotating type magneto, and some engines will use polar inductor type magneto. Okay. See, there are three types of magneto which are used. There are three types of magneto which are used. One is armature rotating type magneto. Second one is magnet rotating type. Third one is polar inductor type. Three different kinds of magneto are used. Okay. Now, how the armature rotating type works, in one sentence I will tell you. In the armature rotating type magneto, armature rotates between the magnet. Okay. In this armature rotating type magneto, armature rotates between the stationary magnet. That means in this armature rotating type of magneto, armature is rotating, whereas the magnet, it is stationary. The magnet, it is stationary. Okay. This is, and in magnet rotating type, this is the second kind of magneto which is generally used. In magnet rotating type, the armature is stationary. The armature is stationary and the magnets are rotating around the armature. Okay. In magnet rotating type of magneto, again, you just concentrate. In magnet rotating type magneto, the armature is stationary. Armature is stationary and the magnets are rotating, and the magnets are rotating around the armature, And third type of magneto, this is polar inductor type, POLAR, polar inductor type magneto. In polar inductor type magneto, both magnet and armature. In third type, that is polar inductor type magneto, magnet and the windings both remain stationary, but the voltage is generated by reversing the flux field with the help of soft iron polar, which are called inductors. Okay. So again, I will repeat, in polar inductor type, both magnet and the windings remain stationary, but the voltage is generated by reversing the flux field with the help of soft iron polar projections called inductors. Okay. So again, I will repeat, this magneto, this is a self generator. It produces the self electricity. It don't require for its operation any external source. It produces the required amount of electricity which is sufficient to operate the ignition system, to occur the ignition in the combustion chamber. Okay, so once when the magnet start rotating with the help of engine, that means once when it start rotating, it starts producing the current, that is voltage. As the speed of magnet increases, okay, the amount of current produced by the magnet also increases. That means more and more voltage are produced at higher rotation of magneto, and generally three types of magneto are used. One is armature rotating type, one is magnet rotating type, another one is polar inductor type. And in armature rotating type, armature rotates between the stationary magnets, whereas magnet remains the stationary, it is fixed. Okay, in case of armature rotating magneto, armature is stationary and the magnets are rotating around the armature. And in third type of magneto, in polar inductor type, magnet as well as windings remains stationary, but the voltage is generated by reversing the flux field with the help of soft iron polar inductors. This is magneto. This is one of the major component which is responsible for this thing. And as far as this this you can see ignition switch. And as far as the ignition switch is concerned, this ignition switch, it is controlled by the driver. It is used to on and off the engine. This switch is used for engine on, for engine off. And this ignition switch, it is grounded. Okay, this is grounded. And another component you can see, the contact breaker. This contact breaker you can see, and this contact breaker you can see, this contact breaker, it is responsible for producing higher voltage. As the contact breaker, both are closed, both are in contact, thereby the current starts generating from the magneto. And as the contact breaker is open, now it is, you can see it is open position. As the contact breaker open, the magnetic field produced by the magneto collapses and the current starts flowing through the condenser or capacitor, and the condenser will be charged. And once when the magneto field is collapsed because of opened contact breaker, the current starts flowing back to the magneto, and a higher voltage are produced due to collapsing of magnetic field, and this is directly goes to the distributor with the help of cam. Cam is directly connected to this, right? And another important component you can see here, cam is connected directly to the magnet. Cam is directly connected to the magnet. You can see the cam is directly connected to the magnet. And another component you can see, the condenser or capacitor. This condenser or capacitor which is placed parallel to this contact breaker, okay. The capacitor, you can see the major function of this capacitor which you are seeing on the screen. The capacitor used in the magneto-ignition system, it is a simple capacitor. It is a simple capacitor, you can see, in which two metal plates are separated by an insulating material with a effective distance. Okay, the capacitor used, which you are seeing on the screen, the capacitor used in the magneto-ignition system, is a simple electrical capacitor in which two metal plates are separated by an insulating material with an effective distance between the two plates of the capacitor. Okay, and another important component which you are going to see here, the distributor. See, last one, which is just like a circle, and at the center you can see a rotating element. And not only rotating element, this rotating element is directly connected to the coil with the yellow line. With the yellow line, which you can see. As far as the distributor is concerned, the distributor is used in magnet in this system. It also used so the same what we have seen in the previous class, that is battery ignition system. Okay, so generally this through this distributor it is connected to different spark plugs according to the firing order of the engine, okay. Generally two types of distributors are presently used. Generally two types of distributors are used. One is carbon brush type of distributor and another one is gap type of distributor. Two distributors are used, two different kinds of distributor is used which are running at present. Okay, so if we look into where the carbon brush type of distributor is used and how it operates, in carbon brush type, the rotor or sliding over the metallic segment, carry the carbon brush which is embedded into the top of the distributor, cap, which is embedded into the top of the distributor cap. And in case of gap type of distributor, the distributor electrode of rotor arm is close to the distributor cap, but there is no direct contact is made between the electrodes of the distributor and the cap of the distributor. Okay, this is another component, distributor. And one more point, remember this distributor, it is very important component. Whatever the voltage which is increased by the magneto, this higher current is supplied to different spark plugs according to the firing order. Okay, according to the firing order. As the rotor of this distributor starts rotating, you can see at the center. Okay, as the rotor starts rotating, the higher voltage which is produced by the magneto, it is received by the distributor, and the distributor will supply this current to different spark plugs for producing the spark in the gap which is required for ignition in the combustion chamber. And distribution of the current, the high voltage current to different spark plugs is distributed according to the firing order of the engine. If it is a 4-cylinder engine, it may be 4312 or 1341. There are two types of firing order will be there in 4-cylinder engines. Okay, distributor will supply. Remember, keep in your mind, distributor will supply the high voltage current which is received by the magneto to different spark plugs for producing the spark which is required for combustion in the combustion chamber according to the firing order of the engine. According to the firing order of the engine. Okay. And another component you can see the spark plug. This is also very important component. And the spark plug, it is used in ignition system, and it is having two electrodes. It is having two electrodes. You can see at the bottom there is some gap is there. Okay. And it is surrounded by the steel cells. Okay. Okay. It is having two electrodes which are pointed each other. A high voltage current is which is received from the distributor. It flows through the spark gap. It flows through the spark gap for producing high intensity, high temperature spark, which is necessary for combustion inside the combustion chamber. Okay. The electrode which are used in this spark plug, it is made up of steel shell. The outer portion, it is made up of steel shell, and the central electrode, it is made up of the central electrode, it is made up of high nickel alloy. Whereas the portion which is surrounded, this is made up of steel. This is made up of steel material. Okay. There is a small gap at the bottom of the spark plug. There is a small, you can see the small air gap at the bottom of the spark plug. Okay. In this spark plug, the high intensity, high temperature spark is produced. Once when the spark is produced, the central electrode is closed. The central electrode is closed. That is what the central electrode, it is made up of high nickel alloy. High nickel alloy will withstand the high temperature and high resistance offered by the distributor. And these are all the different components. How it works now I explain. Now I am going to explain in detail the complete working principle of this magneto ignition system. Complete magneto ignition system. Okay, first let us come to magneto. When the engine in the system is running, once when the engine starts running, okay, with the help of engine, magneto starts rotating. And once when the magneto starts rotating, it starts producing the current. It is nothing but voltage. It starts producing the voltage, and as the magneto and its speed increases, thereby it produces more voltage and more current. Okay. And see, one end of the magneto is grounded. It is connected to the ignition switch. Ignition switch is grounded. One end of the magneto, you can see magneto, it is connected to the ignition switch, then it is grounded. Okay. The ignition switch, you can see it is operated by the driver. For switching on the engine and for switching off the engine. Okay. And you can see now again I will repeat, once when the engine magneto starts rotating with the engine, it starts producing the current. As the speed of the magneto increases, it produces higher voltage. And one end of the magneto, it is grounded. You can see one end of the magneto, it is grounded. Okay. And the contact breaker, you can see, again I will come to this, the contact breaker. The contact breaker is regulated by the cam. The contact breaker, it is operated with the help of cam. It is regulated by the cam. And once when the breaker is closed, the rotor starts rotating and it starts producing the voltage. Once when the breaker is open, now you can see it is in open position. You can see in the screen it is in open position. Once when the breaker is open, current flows through the condenser. You can see now presently it is in open condition. The current starts flowing through the condenser and the condenser is charged. And the condenser is charged. And the condenser. Are you understanding? Now, as far as this breaker, again I will repeat. The magnet starts rotating with the help of engine system and it starts producing the voltage. As the speed of magneto increases, it produces more voltage. One end of magneto, it is grounded through the ignition as well as the condenser. Okay. The contact breaker, it is regulated, operated with the help of a cam, which is not shown on the screen. Okay. It is regulated. And once when the breaker points are open, now it is in open position, there is no contact between the breaker points. Once when it is open, current flowing through the condenser and the condenser it is charged and the condenser it is charged. As the condenser it is charged, once when the condenser it is charged due to opening of the contact breaker, the primary current starts, the primary current flow which is flowing through the coil, it is reduced. Once when the, again I will repeat, once when the condenser is charged, the primary current flow, it is reduced. Once when the primary current flow through the coil, it is reduced. You can see the point. Once when the current flow through the coil is reduced, thereby the overall magnetic field generated by the magneto, it is also reduced. Okay, the magnetic field, that means magnetic field which is produced, it starts collapsing. Okay, once when the reduction in the overall magnetic field is achieved, this in turn increases the voltage in the condenser. This increases in turn voltage in the condenser. Okay, this in turn increases in the voltage in the condenser. This increased high voltage in the condenser, you can see the condenser, this increased high voltage in the condenser will act as an EMF. What do you mean by EMF? Electromotive force. The increased high voltage in the condenser will act as an electromotive force. EMF will act as an electromotive force, thereby producing a spark at right time, which is passed through the distributor. Okay, again I will repeat. Initially the contact breaker, it is closed. The two contact breaker points are closed. Okay, they are in contact with each other. During this time, the current, the ignition switch is on. The magnet starts rotating with the help of engine. Okay, and as the magnet starts rotating, it starts producing the current voltage. Okay, and as the speed of magneto increases, it starts producing more current, more voltage. Okay, and during this period, ignition switch is on. And once when the contact breaker it is open, which is in open condition. Okay, once when it is open, the current starts flowing through the condenser and the condenser is charged. Once when the condenser is charged, you can see the current which is flowing through the primary coil, it starts reducing. Once when the primary current flow is reduced, In turn, it reduces the overall magnetic field produced by the magneto. Okay, and during this process, the voltage in the condenser will increase. This increased voltage in the condenser will act as an electromotive force, which produces the spark at the right time through the distributor. Okay, only one small drawback associated with this here is at the initial stage, as the engine speed is less, the magnet will be rotating at lower speed and it produces only less voltage. Okay, so as to kickstart, an external source like battery may be used for increasing the speed of the engine only at the initial stage. See, not always, only at the initial stage to kickstart, to have more engine speed. So once when the engine speed is more, the rotor magneto start rotating at higher speed, it produces more current, then the ignition system will pick up and it will be faster, which is sufficient enough to ignite at correct time inside the combustion chamber. And this is how the magneto ignition system operates. This is how the magneto ignition system works. And now we see what are the advantages of this ignition system. Okay, what are the advantages of this ignition system compared to other ignition systems? It may be battery ignition system, it may be electronic ignition system. As far as the advantage are concerned, particularly this magneto ignition system, it is recommended and it is very much effective once during the high speed and medium speed of the engine. At lower speeds, this may not be recommended. It may not be recommended because at lower speed of the engine, the magnet will be rotating at lower speed and it produces less voltage. Okay, this system is advantageous, particularly in case of the engines which are running at medium speed and the engines which are running at higher speeds, And this magneto ignition system, it is more useful. And why it is more useful? Because we don't have any external power source. The magneto itself is a self electricity generator. It is a small generator which produces the required electricity, and that is sufficient for the complete ignition system and to have the better ignition. Okay, and as far as this another advantage associated with this battery ignition system is the maintenance is less. Why maintenance is less? Because battery is absent. The maintenance it is less. Okay, these are some of the advantage associated with this magnetic ignition system. And as far as the disadvantage, see, if you, my dear students, if you look into, whenever we are looking into any system, it will have some advantages. Definitely, once when advantages are there, it does not mean that it don't have disadvantages. It will have disadvantages, but we should see the advantage which suits for a particular application. Based on that, we can use any kind of system. Now, if we look into the disadvantages associated with this kind of system, which kind of system? Magneto ignition system. It is, as I said, it is having starting problem. Once when the engine starts, the engine speed is less. Okay, once when the engine speed is less, the magnet will rotate at lower speed. Once when the magnet is rotating at lower speed, it produces less voltage. It produces low voltage, which is not sufficient enough to produce the spark in the spark plug. This is a disadvantage associated with this, and this can be, I said, this can be prevented or minimized by using an external source, that is like battery, at the initial stage of the engine. Okay, and see another disadvantage associated with this system. Okay, This is more expensive compared with battery ignition system. This is more expensive compared with battery ignition system. Okay, and another disadvantage associated with this magneto ignition system. Another disadvantage associated with this magneto ignition system. Okay, so there is a possibility of misfiring the engine. There is a possibility of misfiring the engine due to leakage of various voltage, due to leakage of variation in the voltage, which may occur while flowing through the wiring system. Okay, there is, I am not telling misfiring will take place. There is a possibility. There is a possibility of misfire. This misfire is going to occur due to leakage because of the variations of the voltage while passing through the wiring system of the ignition system. Okay, now once we have seen the advantages, and let me tell you, the disadvantage is also discussed, and where this kind of systems are used. Generally, the magneto ignition system, it is used in case of two-wheelers, spark ignition engines. Preferably, magneto ignition system, it is used in case of two-wheeler spark ignition systems. Okay, and even that this magneto ignition system, it is also used in some buses. Also, it is used, and in trucks also it is used. In marine applications also it is used, and in natural gas engines also it is used. But preferably magneto ignition system, again I am repeating, it is recommended and it is used, not only recommended. Magneto ignition system, it is used in case of two-wheeler spark ignition engines. Apart from this, the magneto ignition systems are also used in buses, also used in trucks, also used in airplanes, also used in power units, also used in marine engines and naturally gas fired engines. These are all the places where we can use. Now we have seen two kinds of engines. One is battery ignition system and magneto ignition system, and we have seen the advantages associated with this battery ignition system, and we have seen the advantages associated with the magneto ignition system. We have seen the disadvantage associated with both the systems. Now these two systems can be compared. Why these two systems can be compared? Because these two systems are referred as conventional ignition system, which are widely used in almost all the vehicles. Okay, and as far as this thing is concerned, comparison you can make. The table I gave, which is this thing, the battery is a must in case of battery ignition system, whereas in case of magneto ignition system, battery is not required. Why battery is not required in magneto ignition system? Because it is a self-generator. It is a generator which produces its own energy, which is sufficient enough to operate the ignition system, which is sufficient enough to produce the spark in the spark plug, and which is sufficient enough to ignition system to occur inside the combustion chamber. That's what in battery ignition system, battery is a must, whereas in magneto ignition system, battery is not needed. It is not treated. Okay, and as I said, the battery supplies the current to the primary coil battery in battery ignition system, whereas the battery is absent in magneto ignition system, and whatever the current required by the primary coil, it is supplied by magneto. Magneto will produce the power, magneto will produce the current, magneto will produce the voltage that is supplied to the primary circuit of magneto ignition system. And another comparison you can make is, as I said, the major advantage associated with battery ignition system is it produces a strong spark. Even at low speed also, the spark produced by the battery ignition system is strong. Whereas in case of magnetic ignition system, during starting process, as I said, the engine speed is low. Once when the engine speed is low, the magneto rotates at lower speed. Once when the magneto rotates at lower speed, it produces a poor spark. It produces less voltage. Less voltage produces poor spark. Whereas in case of battery, whether the speed is low, whether the speed is medium, whether the speed of engine is more, at all conditions, it will produce a strong spark. Which is ignition system is concerned, battery ignition system occupies more space, whereas the magnetic ignition system is very compact because the battery is absent in case of this thing. And recharging of battery is required once when the battery gets discharged. Whereas once when the battery is not need, it is present, there is no question of recharging. And the as far as the applications are concerned, already we discussed in car and buses, the battery ignition system is used, and magneto ignition system it is preferred for two-wheeler spark ignition engines. And the battery maintenance is required, whereas there is no battery. Why no battery maintenance? Battery is absent. This is how the comparison between these two. Now we should see what are the advantages and disadvantages associated with this conventional ignition system. What are the conventional ignition systems? Battery ignition system, as well as the battery ignition system, as well as the magneto ignition system. And arc is produced at the contact breaker. Because of production of the arc at the contact breaker, pitting of contact breaker or overheating of contact breaker will happen. Once when overheating or pitting of contact breaker happens, that requires a regular maintenance. Okay, as far as the first starting is concerned, it is poor starting, whether it is a battery ignition or magnetic ignition. After few thousands of kilometers of running the engine, the timing of spark becomes inaccurate. Which results into poor starting of the engine. This is a starting problem which is noticed in case of conventional ignition system after few thousand kilometers of running of the engines. Okay, and another disadvantage associated with this conventional, whether it is a battery or magnetic ignition system, at very high engine speed, the performance of the engine become poor. Why it becomes poor? As the engine speed increases, the inertial effects will be more on the moving parts, which makes the performance to be poor at higher engine speeds. And another disadvantage associated with this conventional ignition system, sometimes it is not possible to produce spark properly in fold spark plugs. What do you mean by fold? Spark plugs? At what condition it is called? We can say fold spark plug. Fold spark plug, F-O-U-L-E-D, fold spark plug is that spark plug which gathers an excessive amount of carbon around it. A fold spark plug is that spark plug which gathers an excessive amount of carbon around it. Or even when the spark plug is full, its electrodes are surrounded with soot. Soot in the sense it is dust-like. Once when the spark plug becomes full, its electrodes are covered in soot, which then decreases the thermal conductivity of the electrodes. Yet fold spark plug, the electrodes of the spark plug are covered with soot, which then decreases the thermal conductivity of the electrodes of the spark plug. Okay, these are how to overcome these disadvantages. The answer lies in using the electronic ignition system. I think now we'll stop